Hi everyone, this is Denise Roach, Denise aka 6 Foot Diva. And I am here in my daughter-in-law's beautiful studio where she makes TikToks and YouTube videos and things like that. So she's helping me. We are starting out my YouTube channel, and this will be my micro lock, Sister Loc journey. And the reason why I say ooh is because there's kind of a story behind the micro lock, Sister Loc journey. But here we are. I just had these Sister Locs that I have in today installed this past Sunday. That was September 26th.
26th? Mm-hmm. Well, okay, the 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Yes, Sunday was what, the 27th?
The 27th.
Sunday was the 27th. It was a 22-hour process, just about. We did 5 hours on Friday night.
Which is not bad to break it up like that to start with.
No, and my loctician, she doesn't want to go past 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So she laid my grid down.
Oh, you all look so nice. Oh, it's so satisfying.
Saturday, we started at 9 o'clock in the morning. And she went a little over on Saturday, but I sat there. My mom brought me some food. And we still had just 1/8 of my hair left on Sunday. And she got in there at 9 o'clock, and we did about 4 hours. And so it looks good.
It does.
My parts are crispy. So if you have followed me on Instagram, you know in December of 2020, I installed micro locks. And I didn't think parts would matter, so I just did big sections, and within the sections, I just took pieces, twisted it, then I interlocked at the base, and then I continued to interlock. My hair grew so fast, the interlocking with not the crispy parts became problematic.
I feel like you were twisting your hair so much, retwisting and retwisting.
Retie. My hair just grows so quickly. And for my age, it's kind of surprising. Needless to say, before this, I had went to several different locticians and got consults and so forth, paid for these, and didn't find anybody I vibed with. My consultant, Katrina, she came into my job where I work, and she got to talking about my silver, and her locks are beautiful. And come to find out, she's a Sister Loc consultant. But also, look at God. She lives right in my subdivision. Like, really, if I needed to, I could walk to her house.
Awesome.
Went there and did a consultation. She has a beautiful space, much like this space that my daughter-in-law has. And I felt very comfortable. She went through the whole presentation, which, like I said, I've seen several times before. But she had just, her and I just had a good vibe. We set the appointment. And about a month before that, I took down the rest of those micro locks because I only took down a few so she could give me a price. Took them all down. Took me about 4 days. Yes, I went to work. I have a full head of hair.
Really?
Like a lot of hair.
And silver pretty hair.
Salt and pepper back through here. As you can see, I've got a lot of white pieces here, and you all, I still wear an undercut. I've been wearing an undercut for years. A lot of people don't know that. But when I went natural, I didn't like the way the curls would get stuck in my collar, like of sweaters. So I went to an undercut.
I never knew that you just didn't like it because of getting stuff.
And Christian, my daughter, she wears the same sort of thing, but she's a loose natural. So I got an undercut. Carl the barber is my barber. He's also my cousin. I let him have a freestyle this particular time, so we'll show that a little bit later as to what he did with my undercut before I got it interlocked for the Sister Locs. So I'm here with Mia. And Mia's going to take some time and count all of these.
And we're going to count them. How many do you think that she has? How many? I'm thinking maybe like 500. How many do you think?
She had 9 sections. Oof. So there were 4 across here, I believe. Mm-hmm. I'll insert pictures. And then the back. Actually, no, I think there were 6 in the back.
So 4 in the front. Oh, so 10 total.
10 total. I have to go back and look at the pictures. But my biggest concern was that they would be scalpy. These were done on Sunday. Here we are on Thursday. And my hair is not looking scalpy.
At all. At all.
So I'm excited about this journey, excited about this process. I have some other people that I will have come on our videos here that have silver locks. So if that's your interest, just hold on. And she's going to count them and we'll come back and tell you how many there are. And there's some other questions that you may have.
Yeah. So let's start. You want to start from the front or from the back?
That's up to you.
Oh, should I start from the front or the back? Let's start from the back because the undercut is back there. I'm thinking, I was trying to count. So she sent the picture over and I was trying to count on the grid how many there was. I'm going to pin it up. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm a math teacher. So I was looking and I was like, 50 for 10 sections. It definitely has to be like 500 in here.
I think it's probably very close to
500.
Yeah, I think between 450 and 500.
Okay, I'm telling you. So, like, what made you get Sister Locs? Like you said, you were doing locks, and your locks looked beautiful, but I know it was a lot of maintenance for you.
I was doing them myself, and the micro locks. Like I said, my parts weren't crispy. And, you know, I wanted it down to the ends. I just wanted the very end, just that little coil that you see here. But it was so hard to retie because the lines weren't as crispy as, and I keep on saying crispy, but you all know what I'm saying. They're very straight, very pristine, just beautiful. When you see the pictures, you'll see what we're talking about. I did ask my daughter if she wanted to help me count these. She sent me a GIF, a little cartoon of someone running away, screaming, going into the house. And was talking with Mia, and I forgot that she was a math teacher. So, this is her passion. This is her love.
I love it. Numbers, I love them.
Yeah, don't have this as part of a class, though.
I'm going to put this in my curriculum.
Right. The winner. Right.
10 sections of Sister Locs.
Right.
You have.
So I knew this was right up her alley. I didn't realize that her studio was so beautiful. She's going to have to start charging me for studio time.
I will never charge her, but you all may.
But as we are talking here, When you see this video, please like and share. There are so many videos out there on locks, Sister Locs, things like that. But we have us ladies that are, I'm not going to say age. We are just matured. We are still fly.
Right.
And we have our locks. And we're embracing our silver.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Like, you know, you hear, oh, when you get older, you don't want to turn silver. You don't want to, you dye your hair black. But just seeing you embrace it, it's just shows so much self-love. Like, just, I love who I am. I love my hair. And it's all its glory. Gray, whatever color. Yeah.
Well, I really got tired of fighting it. Fighting the color, you know, I'm spending money to get it colored, but only a week later the silver is peeking through. And as you know, I work in a high school, and I constantly have students ask me, how do I get those highlights in my hair like that? I'm like, this is natural. And it's called gray hair.
Right.
I've lost the pigmentation because I'm getting older.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is. So many young people are coloring their hair gray or using that paint.
Oh,
like the paste.
To color their hair.
Yeah. Or they're getting, weaves put in that are silver. And
that's what I've seen a lot of silver weaves.
It's very, very in right now, but this is just growing right out of my head. And that was the other thing. The reason why I decided on locks is I wanted a style that I could still stay neat and I can roll, I can put up as it gets longer. To your reception, my locks were curled really tightly.
They were.
And I've, gone to funerals and weddings and so forth and, curled them. I know some ladies that straighten theirs.
Oh. I didn't know you could straighten Sister Locs.
You can straighten them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I know that there's a lot of things that you can do with them, but then it's a really easy, style. Pricey.
Yeah.
But
worth it.
For the numbers lady, for the math lady, I look at, cost versus use. It's always what I've taught my children. If you're going to buy that $100 pair of jeans, how much use are you going to get out of those? So in looking at locks, my feeling on them is for 10 years straight, I wore braids. Every 3 months, take them out, comb the hair out, throw that away, get some more hair, keep it going. Well, when you look at hair for braids or for weaves or whatever, you only can use it for so long.
For so long.
This is growing out of my head.
That's right. And so like braids, I just got braids not too long ago, and it was $200 for the install, plus you have to buy the hair on top of that. So it's like, after a while, you, like you said, you keep it up for 3 months. Just think about, you do that 4 times in a year, or 2 months you keep it up, and you do it 6 times in a year. That's adding up. And so, yeah. And
I'll go every 6 to 8 weeks to get a retie. I know how to retie myself, but I believe for the first year, I'm going to, allow her to really do my hair, and probably beyond, if she doesn't, move on me. And
it's good that you all made a relationship. So it's like, you trust somebody, because as women, our hair, that's like our crown, and it's like we wear it with glory and pride. And so building a relationship with the person who's going to take care of your crown is good.
Yeah. I think she was a little surprised because I brought her a gift. And put my tip inside, that. And it was just some relaxing things. And as we were talking over the last, the couple days, she said she liked puzzles. So there was a puzzle that I had got her, and
you were so thoughtful.
Just some body products. But I really did appreciate her. I just feel like it was a plan. That I met her, of all the people, and I've met other ladies at the school that do locks and things, and their hair was beautiful. But
God ordained that meeting.
Yes, yes. I really feel like we were brought together for a good purpose. So we had a good time laughing. We watched, TV. She has a TV in her studio. I read some things. It just was, good. She just went to work. She was very sanitary. If she walked away, as soon as she came back, she was just sanitizing her hands. And she has some things in her salon that I will probably try once I get these matured. She has a steamer.
Ooh. So what does the steamer do? Does it help
moisturize?
Okay.
Yeah. So
how often do they recommend you wash your hair?
She recommends for the first couple of times, because we're going into winter.
Look at the little micro locks.
I know. Some of my gray ones are so tiny, but I need you to count those too.
Okay,
because I'm going to count as locks too. But she recommended that I wait this time until my first retie.
Okay. And that's in 6 weeks.
It's in 6 weeks. And as you know, I have to have a procedure in November, so it'll be right before that procedure, so I don't have to worry about
go in looking cute, hair done.
Yeah, and then also, while I'm laid up, then I can not have to worry about that. Just put on a satin cap and keep it moving.
Right.
So that's going to be a wonderful thing. And then after that, she gave me some shampoo to use, particular shampoo. When I went to her, and it's the ones that I was using on my micro locks, it's the Suave Clarifying.
Okay.
So I still have a big bottle of that, so I'll be using that for a while after I use up what she has for me.
Is that something in the lock community that's very popular to use on locks?
I think so. I've watched a lot of videos, and people are like, when they're out of their Sister Locs shampoo, that's what they go to.
Okay.
The Suave Clarifying. And it's not that expensive for that. It's a large thing.
See, so they'll last.
Yeah. But I'll have to, braid and band them.
Okay.
To keep them intact.
What is your night care? Like, what do you do at night?
I have that spray bottle there. And it has probably 3/4 water. And her and I had talked about this, because it's the same I used on the micro lock. So 3/4 water, and it's like a distilled water. And then I have about 1/4 of rose water in it. And then I have just one dropper, not one drop, but you have, you like pull up the dropper and you fill up the whole thing in there. And then as I use it, I just keep shaking it.
Okay.
I usually, if I'm doing a twist out, because mind you, we're only on day 4.
Right.
So the first day I took down the Bantu knots and just moisturized it to kind of loosen them up. And
Did it feel good, like, after you got it done, to take them out and to...
It did. I had heard, during my research, some people had an itchy scalp. I naturally have an itchy scalp, like right there. That hasn't really bothered me. It's been like one side.
Oh, okay. Is that the side you sleep on naturally?
No, it's not. Okay. But girl, has it been a stressful week at work, okay? Right? You already know the stuff. We'll just leave it for the viewing audience. It's been a stressful week.
Right.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's stress and it's not so much
the locks.
The locks.
Look at our count so far. And I'm only halfway through. You all look at our count so far. 222. It's backwards, but 222 so far. And we're only halfway through.
Okay.
So if you said 300 or 400, you might want to fix your count.
It's interesting because I have some clips and headbands and things from when I was wearing the micro locks, and I didn't really do too much the first day. Today I wore my little headband. Yesterday I wore it in, just 2 pin, like a tuck and roll on each side, and held down with pins. And I was in the store and this guy was like, I'm not sure what kind of hair that is, but that's beautiful. I said, these are Sister Locs. And it's my hair. He says, well, no, I just love the way your, I'm sorry. Like he was offending me. I love the way your gray is. Oh. And I said, yeah, thank you.
Right,
thank you. I said, I'm embracing it. He said, well, you're working it.
Yeah.
So I can't wait until it gets longer.
Yeah. I love it though. Like I love it. I know the maintenance on it is probably going to be, it could be lower than if you had like a weave or just like free natural, because doing your hair every day, retwisting every twist outs, they last for a couple of days.
Let me just say, I love the natural hair.
Yes.
My loose natural hair. But I'm at an age now where I just don't want to work so much on that. I, want to do something simple and keep it moving. Those couple weeks that I had my loose natural hair between the micro locks and the Sister Locs, I was like, what in the world? Oh my gosh. I can't believe that since 2010 till 20 that I have been natural and have been doing. No, I don't like that. I don't want to do it every day. I'm sorry. I don't want to have to do a twist out or wear a puff or a wash and go. No, I'm just, and gray hair is dry. Gray hair does what it wants to do. If it wants to just stick up or stick out of the lock, that's what it's going to do. I didn't want to. No, I don't want to do all that. I just don't. Another way that I moisturize, I drink a lot of water. I drink my cup of coffee in the morning or my cup of tea, and then the rest of the day it's water.
Yeah. Are there any like specific teas that help benefit hair growth?
I don't know of any, because I'm really trying to do ones that lower blood pressure and.
Okay.
I do know that juicing is good for you. I have a friend who he does juicing, and he brought me a beet, apple, celery, and there was something else that he put in it because we're, building my blood.
Tell me how that was.
Girl, I had energy yesterday. So since, I could tolerate it, and like I told him, I would rather do something like a juice or eat something than take pills.
Okay, yeah.
And I definitely don't want to have to take a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for, and that's where he's at. Any of you that are on TikTok or Instagram, you can find him on there. He's J_gun33 on Instagram. And I forgot what he is on TikTok, but you'll enjoy it. And he is beautiful silver locks. And he's a beautiful person inside and out, but he would rather do healing with foods and things
than just naturally. Which is awesome. That's what we need more, just healing naturally. We're ready for that. 49. Did I count this one? 50. Look, I'm counting this one. 51.
There's one little one stuck somewhere in there.
She knows where the little ones are. 52, 53, 54.
I'm going to name those little tiny ones.
You should, as you should. As you should name them. All right, final count coming up.
Oh, okay. Was it anywhere near what I thought?
For sure. It was where I thought. It was close to what I thought.
Wow.
Okay. 19, 18. All right, final count.
Look at the math teacher.
I'm excited about doing this too. Like, ooh. Okay, so how many do you think it is?
I still think it's between, okay, if I had to give a definite number, I'm going to say 515.
Ooh, that's a good guess. 404.
Oh, okay.
404.
Yes.
Like, okay, we were there.
And
in the ballpark.
She'll be happy to know that, because when I told her initially, I told her, because, these swell the size of the part.
Oh, okay.
So, they'll grow like the size of the part. And
right.
I told her I did not want, like, 2 strands of hair in her. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, I want,
I want not too puffy, but I want, just kind of medium.
Yeah.
But she said that there's certain ways that they do it. There's a certain science behind everything. Yeah. Sister Locs are a trademark brand. Mm-hmm. And when you think of trademark brands, you think of there's Coke, and then there's Coca-Cola.
Right.
You go with that particular trademark brand.
And they are, you all look. They're so soft and
So I guess
glorious.
We'll try to do a turnaround so they can see my back and see my grid.
Okay.
And my undercut.
I don't think I even looked. Let me. Oh, nice.
It's probably growing in because it grows in pretty quickly.
I got that one out. Okay. I was trying not to be too tight. Like, do they hurt like when you first, like, get your...
They did the first day. I felt like they kind of hurt. but it wasn't like when I got my hair braided, where I had it. Someone turned.
Okay. See the undercut. Nice. And get into this grid. Do you see how neat? This is black excellence.
Yeah, her craft is fabulous.
It really is. And let's look at the baby ones in the front, because they are...
That's my gray that decides that it just wants to stick up. This is my streak right in here.
Oh, so beautiful.
And you got good lines, good parts. And you remember when I had nothing on my sides?
Right? He grew.
All that is grown in. Like, I look at these little pieces right here. That wasn't possible.
But now it's so beautiful. Let's get a front view. Oh, I love it.